The story begins and we see Tian continent's heavenly spiritual domain, Dongshin Kingdom. And today is the heavenly demonic sex Empress wedding day. And the ceremony is about to start in some time. So everyone starts going inside the palace, and a lot of people gather inside the palace to see the wedding. And at this place comes a man, that is, Lin Xiaoyao. Its cultivation, Earth King Realm. And its identity, Dongshin Kingdom's prince. And a servant is welcoming him, and he is saying, "Third prince, please take a seat at the VIP table." And as soon as the third prince goes inside the hall, people start talking after seeing him, and they all say, "That's Lin Xiaoyao, the third prince of the kingdom? He's so talented. I heard he is already a master of the Earth King realm at such a young age." And the other man says, compared to the Empress Immortal Emperor realm, it's still far behind. And the first man gets surprised and he says, "That's still better than Ning Tian, the loser who has been working here for 3 years and it's still a 1-star warrior. I can't figure out why the Empress who has both beauty and power could choose him as her husband." And the other man says nervously, "Keep your voice down, you dare criticize the Empress husband? Do you want to die?" On the other hand, the heavenly demonic sect Empress residence. A groom, who is very sad, and is going to get married soon. And this is the main character of this manhwa. And his name is Ning Tian, and Ning Tian is saying, "I have never thought that I, Ning Tian, would turn into a time traveler one day, and to travel to a cultivation world. But why am I still a 1-star warrior after working as a handyman for the sect for 3 years? Isn't that a complete waste? A loser like me is actually going to marry the Empress of the sect today. The outfit is quite stylish. Isn't that messed up?" Then someone knocks on the door, then she opens the door and comes inside. And a very beautiful girl comes to this place, who is Luo Wuqing. And Ning Tian is going to get married to this girl, I mean Luo Wuqing. And this girl asks Ning Tian, "Have you woken up?" And its cultivation, Immortal Emperor Realm, and identity, Empress of the Heavenly Demonic Sect. And Luo Wuqing tells Ning Tian, "Then I will get straight to it. You have to understand that this wedding is just for show." And Ning Tian gets shocked after hearing this from Luo Wuqing, and Luo Wuqing further says, "If you dare have any dirty thoughts about me, don't blame me for being cruel." And hearing this, Ning Tian starts thinking, "Are you kidding me? I'm so miserable and even my marriage is a lie." And then Ning Tian gets a notification from the system. And Ning Tian's system has now been activated. And Ning Tian's system is a shocking system. And Ning Tian lowers his head, and he is thinking, "Great, with the system I can get rid of this horrible status, and change my destiny. System, explain to me how to use you. System, don't act dead and reply, okay? System. But the system is not giving any reply to Ning Tian, due to which Ning Tian gets worried. And Luo Wuqing is asking Ning Tian, "I will ask you again, did you hear me?" And Ning Tian shouts to Luo Wuqing and says, "Shut up, I am busy here." And as soon as Luo Wuqing hears this, Ning Tian is shouting at her. So Luo Wuqing gets very angry, and she releases her power. And a lot of spiritual energy is coming out from his body, seeing which Ning Tian gets scared. And he starts thinking, "I am finished, I was so into it that I forgot she was here. If this woman wants to strangle me, it would be as easy as stepping on an ant." And Ning Tian is very nervous and is about to say something to Luo Wuqing. But then Ning Tian again hears the voice of the system, and the system says congratulations to Ning Tian and tells Ning Tian, "Congratulations to the host for completing your first shock. Your reward is an aura suppression skill." Aura suppression. Suppress the opponent, no aura can be used for 3 hours. And seeing the system notification, Ning Tian is thinking, so this is how it works. Is this the reward for scolding her? Let's stay calm, we have a huge status gap, yet she wants to have a fake marriage with me. There must be something that she wants from me, so this woman would not kill me that easily before getting what she wants. I can definitely take advantage of this time to get more rewards. Then Ning Tian stands up, and goes closer to Luo Wuqing. And placing his hand on her face then tells her, "I said I'm yours husband, do you have any objections to me talking to you like this?" And as soon as Ning Tian does this, Ning Tian gets a notification by the system. Congratulations to the host for completing an ordinary shock. Yours the reward is a Qi blood pill. Qi blood pill adjusts the meridians and restores the physique. And seeing this notification, Ning Tian thinks, it's exactly as I thought. I have to strike the iron while it's hot. Then Ning Tian says to Luo Wuqing, since we're husband and wife, shouldn't we do what couples do? And on hearing this from Ning Tian, Luo Wuqing gets more angry than she says, what did you say? And due to Luo Wuqing's anger, Ning Tian gets a notification from a system, congratulating the host for completing an intermediate shock. Qi blood pill was taken automatically, meridians repaired. Awakening of God rank, 10-fold cultivation. Currently absorbing 10 times the spiritual energy per second. Martial arts understanding increased by 10-fold. Cultivation skill progress speeds up by 10-fold. And Ning Tian's power is increasing very fast, and Ning Tian is thinking, so cool. I don't have to be trashed anymore. And Ning Tian is feeling the power increasing inside him. But then Luo Wuqing moves forward to attack Ning Tian, and she attacks Ning Tian, due to which Ning Tian gets hurt. And Luo Wuqing again moves to attack Ning Tian, and Luo Wuqing sits on Ning Tian, and Luo Wuqing is saying, tell me, how do you want to die? And Ning Tian is thinking, it looks like she will really do it. And Ning Tian says to the system, activate aura suppression. And as soon as Ning Tian uses the aura suppression skill, energy starts coming out from inside Ning Tian. And that energy starts suppressing Luo Wuqing's aura. And Luo Wuqing starts feeling that her aura is being suppressed, due to which Luo Wuqing's energy reduces. And she starts feeling weak, and starts falling down. And Ning Tian is watching all this, and Luo Wuqing falls on Ning Tian, and Ning Tian is thinking, I almost died. Fortunately, the rewards given by the system worked. We only have 3 hours. Even if I run, I won't be able to get far. When the time comes, I will die for sure. I have to fight. Then Ning Tian puts Luo Wuqing down, and Ning Tian comes on top of her. And Ning Tian holds Luo Wuqing tightly. And Luo Wuqing is unable to understand what Ning Tian wants to do with her. And Luo Wuqing is getting very angry, but she cannot do anything right now, because her aura has been suppressed by Ning Tian's skill. And Ning Tian is thinking while looking at Luo Wuqing, at least I could find some pleasure while being in danger. Let me give you another great shock. And Ning Tian takes off his clothes and throws them away, seeing which Luo Wuqing gets shocked. And because of this, Ning Tian again gets a notification from the system, you have shocked the Empress of the Heavenly Demonic Sect. And Luo Wuqing is getting angry, and she is also feeling pain. And the system sees many notifications to Ning Tian, but this thing has no meaning right now. Because a very exciting match is going on right now. And after 3 hours, Ning Tian has full fun with Luo Wuqing for 3 hours. And now he is standing near the window drinking tea. And he is saying, what is done, it's too late to kill me now, it won't help you. I am still useful to you anyways, right? And Luo Wuqing is lying on the bed, and she is wearing a bedsheet to cover her body. And she's thinking, I have to be patient. If I kill him now, I won't get the Heavenly Demonic Manual, there will be no way for the sect to rise again. Then Luo Wuqing starts getting up from the bed and wears her clothes, and she says to Ning Tian, come to the palace in the evening and the wedding ceremony will be held. And Ning Tian is shocked, and Luo Wuqing starts leaving this place now. And seeing him leaving, Ning Tian takes a sigh of relief and says, sure. Enough, I am still useful to her. I'm really crazy to dare treat her like this. And then Ning Tian gets another notification from the system. Congratulations to the host completion of shocking the whole world. Your reward is 10 years of cultivation. And Ning Tian gets surprised after knowing this notification, and then a lot of energy starts going inside Ning Tian. And the system is telling Ning Tian, the host breaks through to the 2-star warrior realm. The host breaks through to the 3-star warrior realm. The host breaks through to the 4-star warrior realm. And Ning Tian's cultivation increases. And Ning Tian is thinking, a cultivation level that would take decades to achieve was actually achieved in a flash. My realm is increasing. And after an hour, the system tells Ning Tian, the host breaks through to the 6-star Black Warrior realm. The attribute panel has been activated. The host can view his attributes in the panel. And hearing this, Ning Tian is smiling and he is saying, my promotion is finally over. And the system panel appears in front of Ning Tian. Host Ning Tian. Strength, 6-star Black Warrior. Physique, godly physique. Skills, none. Cultivation methods, 10-fold cultivation. Martial arts comprehension, 10-fold comprehension. Aura absorption, 10-fold absorption. And Ning Tian starts gathering energy within himself. Then Ning Tian asks the system, godly physique? Explain that one, system. But the system does not give any reply to Ning Tian. And Ning Tian again calls the system and Ning Tian does not get any reply back. Then Ning Tian says, forget it if you won't answer. Anyways, now I have the means to counterattack in this world. No matter how useless I was become, I'm not going to be like that now. And Ning Tian is happy seeing the spiritual energy. And now Ning Tian starts leaving this place. And he is saying, so what if my wife is an empress? One day I will show them all. I, Ning Tian, am also capable and strong enough to stand on top of the world. After this, evening the heavenly demonic palace. Now Luo Wuqing has come inside the hall, and seeing Luo Wuqing everyone is saying, here is the 8th generation leader of the heavenly demonic sect. Empress Luo Wuqing. Wow! Is this the pressure of a person in the immortal emperor realm? My legs are shaking. She is worthy of being an empress, she has both beauty and power. And looking at Luo Wuqing, the third prince is thinking, the empress is indeed worthy of her reputation, but it is a pity she is to be married to that person. And the man next to him says to the third prince, I heard that the prince was secretly admiring the empress for a long time. In my opinion, only you, the dignified third prince, is worthy of her. His name Kuang Shou literally means a wild beast. And Kuang Shou further says, if I were you, I would definitely not accept watching the empress marry that loser. And the third prince is getting angry after listening to Kuang Shou's words. Then he drinks the wine, then he says, how can I easily interfere in her affairs? And the third prince is thinking, but I really want to see what this loser who dares marry her looks like. After this an old man says, the empress has arrived, now let's welcome the husband, Ning Tian. A man is speaking about Ning Tian. I heard the chosen husband is a low-level disciple of the sect. And the other man speaks about Ning Tian. His cultivation level seems to be only a 1-star warrior. And the third man says, and apart from his looks, he has nothing else. And the old man is saying that he should come to this place quickly. And everyone starts talking, why has Ning Tian not come yet? Seriously, he's such a loser, he dares to be late for the ceremony? But then Ning Tian comes running to this place. And after coming inside, Ning Tian says, no one told me this place would be tens of thousands of meters away from where I live. I ran like crazy. And Ning Tian is thinking, fortunately, my cultivation has improved a lot. If it was still the same, I wouldn't be able to reach the palace even if I ran for a day. Then Ning Tian apologizes to all of them. Then he says, sorry for being late. This is my first time getting married, so I have no experience, please forgive me. And as soon as everyone hears Ning Tian's words, they all get shocked. And those people are thinking, please forgive me for getting married for the first time? This guy is so rude? I heard this guy is a handyman of the sect, so he really doesn't have any manners. And the third prince gets very angry after listening to Ning Tian's words, and the third prince shouts at Ning Tian and says, so reckless. You have made the empress wait for a long time in vain, and you dare give us that excuse? Then Ning Tian looks back, and replies to the third prince, are you sick? What are you shouting about during our wedding? Don't delay us any longer, or we don't be able to go on with our wedding festivities again. And everyone gets shocked by Ning Tian's answer, and they are saying, this guy still wants to be with her. Damn it, what a pity the empress has to be married to such a loser. That can't be true. I heard the empress doesn't approach men. This guy is so unrefined. Isn't he mad? Damn it. I feel a little envious of him. The system is giving many notifications to Ning Tian. You have shocked the third prince. You have shocked the holy maid of Tianqi. You have shocked the holy lord of light. You have shocked the leader of the Guangzhou sect. To the shock of many powerful people, Ning Tian acquires a new skill, and the system tells Ning Tian, "Congratulations to the host for completing the shock of everyone present. You have obtained the Earth-level martial arts skill Heavenly Demonic Palm. Comprehension of martial arts is being increased by tenfold. Heavenly Demonic Palm comprehension complete. The skill has been acquired." Ning Tian has shocked many people, and Ning Tian is feeling happy, and he is thinking, sure enough, this wedding venue is a huge treasure trove. Even the Heavenly Demonic Palm was learned instantly. But the third prince is getting very angry, and he is thinking, why him? Is he more handsome than me? In terms of power, I can definitely crush him. I am the third prince of Dongxing. And third prince hits the table, and is getting very angry, and he is thinking, can I compare to an ant like a handyman? Then the third prince shouts to Ning Tian, you stop. Right there. I want to upload the dignity of the Empress and challenge you to a duel. Do you assert? And as soon as everyone listens to third prince's words, they become more shocked. And a man is speaking in terms of power. The third prince is the most outstanding of the younger generation. He might be unwilling. And a woman says, also, who would think the Empress would choose someone so different from her? And the man says, an Earth King cultivator will crush a one-star warrior, hee. And the third prince points a finger towards Ning Tian, and says to Ning Tian, I won't bully you, loser. I can use only half of my power. If you are a man, accept the challenge. And Luo Wuqing is watching their fight, but he does not say anything. And at the same time, Guangzhou is very happy. It seems that Guangzhou's plan from the beginning was to create a mess in this wedding ceremony. And the third prince is smiling and thinking, even with half of his power, he will defeat this trash easily. As long as he agrees, I can use this to show off in front of the Empress. And some people are saying, this is the third prince. Even if he uses half of his power, he is still far superior to the average person. And the other man says happily, there will be a good show. And Ning Tian accepts the third prince's challenge. And Ning Tian is thinking, I can use this guy to shock the strong people here. And the third prince is saying, you don't seem to want to live. Even if I use half of my power, it's still enough to crush you. Let me see how virtuous you are to be worthy of her. And the third prince starts releasing energy. And after listening to the third prince, people around are saying, what the prince? It makes sense. The Empress should be with someone powerful like the prince. And Ning Tian comes in front of the third prince, and Ning Tian is smiling, and he is thinking, since you are looking for a fight, you can't blame me for this. Then Ning Tian says to the third prince, you are a guest from far away, so go first. But the third prince says, humph. If I made the first move, I would be laughed at by everyone. I'd better let you go first, loser. And the third prince is smiling after saying this. And Ning Tian is thinking, that's what I was waiting for. And Ning Tian says, then I will. And Ning Tian starts gathering energy in his hands, seeing which the third prince says, the stance is bad. And so is your aura. This move of yours. It's so laughable. And everyone is watching Ning Tian, and two of them are leaders. First man who is a heavenly demonic sect great elder. And the other man, the heavenly demonic sect second elder. And both of them are surprised when they listen to his words. And the first leader says, it's a pity the majesty of the sect that has been established over the years will be thrown away by that trash. Then the second leader says, this little handyman is so unstable, he fell into the trap of provocation in a few words. Why isn't the Empress taking action? This makes me so anxious. And Ning Tian creates a dragon from his aura. Then Ning Tian says, my palm skill is really not that great. And quickly moves towards the third prince to attack him. And seeing Ning Tian's attack, the third prince is not bothered and is saying, ha! A bluff. It's not even a fart. With your level, the skill you can produce is not even. And Ning Tian attacks the third prince. And the name of Ning Tian's attack is Heavenly Demonic Palm. And as soon as Ning Tian's attack reaches the third prince, The power of the attack is very high, seeing which third prince gets shocked, and both the leaders also get shocked. And the first leader is saying, This is the heavenly demonic palm. And the second leader says he has this kind of skill. Seeing Ning Tian's attack, the third prince is thinking, he is only a warrior. How can he master an earth-level skill? I must remove the seal. And as soon as the third prince tries to remove his seal, it doesn't work. And the third prince gets even more shocked after knowing this. And the third prince wonders who is suppressing his aura. Then he looks at Luo Wuqing, then he says, It's the Empress who is suppressing me. And Luo Wuqing is suppressing the third prince's aura with the help of her power. Due to which third prince is locked with chains. And due to which the third prince gets hit by Ning Tian's attack, and he goes away and hits a pillar. And the third prince gets really hurt, and he thinks he is just trash, a handyman. Why can he defeat me? There is an uproar in the entire palace due to the third prince's defeat. And everyone is very shocked that how Ning Tian has defeated the third prince. And those people are saying, this loser actually. What just happened? The prince actually lost? It looked like this piece of trash used the heavenly demonic palm. That is a martial arts skill of the heavenly demonic sect. How can this be? How did he learn it? The first leader and the second leader are extremely shocked, and the first leader says this. How can this be? And the second leader says this kid actually won? He didn't embarrass us? And Luo Wuqing is shocked to see Ning Tian's power, and she is thinking, he actually is the key to the heavenly demonic manual? And in the afternoon, he dared to, could it have been him who caused my aura to disappear back then? Then Ning Tian gets many notifications from the system, you have shocked the Empress. Series of shocks completed. The elders of the heavenly demonic sect have a consecutive shock. The Holy Son of Heaven's vault has been shocked. You have completed 3 consecutive shocks. And Ning Tian is thinking, haha. This is the effect I wanted. Then the system tells Ning Tian, you shocked the whole audience. Group destruction completed. And the system also gives a reward to Ning Tian, and the system says, the host got the shocking achievement, shocking the whole audience. Your reward is a charming physique. Ning Tian becomes happy after seeing the rewards of the system. Then the system tells, charming physique, infinite charm. It allows the host to charm everyone effortlessly. And Ning Tian activates a charming physique, due to which all the girls are looking at Ning Tian. And they all start talking about Ning Tian. Suddenly he looks so handsome. My heart is beating fast. The skill of charming physique works on girls. And also charming physique works on men. And all the men are saying, ah, my heart is melting. Is this brother in need of a male cultivation partner? I love him so much, I really want him. Damn it, what is going on? And after listening to those people, Ning Tian himself gets shocked, and Ning Tian starts thinking, system, what are you doing? Now is my wedding, and Luo Wuqing is still watching from above. Then Ning Tian starts looking at Luo Wuqing and says, why is she not responding? Could it be that my charm doesn't affect her? Then the third prince says to Ning Tian, why, didn't everyone say you were trash? And hearing the third prince's words, Ning Tian starts smiling, then answers him, I am, indeed trash. Hearing this kind of answer from Ning Tian, more people get shocked and they start saying, what does he do? Mean, he thinks he is trash? Did this guy go crazy? Then Ning Tian gives a speech to all of them. As a cultivator, you can't expect to achieve instant success if that's not trash. Then what is it? Hearing Ning Tian's words, everyone becomes more shocked and starts saying, how difficult is it to reach the top in one step? How many people have been able to do this by now? And the other man says, according to you, we, the holy sons and princesses, are useless? And Ning Tian further says how vast the world is, and how small people are. There must be people in this world who are so strong they can sky into the sky, escape from the earth, move mountains and seas and turn over clouds and rain. They can do anything. I would rather be able to recognize my place. But you are so arrogant with your small achievements. In my opinion, you are just self-proclaimed geniuses. And hearing this, The third prince gets very angry. And also the number of people there. All of them start bleeding from their mouths. When they all listen to Ning Tian. Then those people are saying, as long as you can't reach the sky in one step, you're useless. What a ruthless method! And the second leader says, the holy sons and princess are usually treated as geniuses. One word from this boy will break their hearts. They will get furious. He is just a small handyman. Why does he have the grace of a saint? Everyone is shocked to hear Ning Tian's words. And for a while there is silence at this place. After this the first leader says to Ning Tian, where did you learn the poem from? And the first leader is thinking, if he continues to talk, I am afraid the Tao hearts of the holy sons and princess will shatter. And Ning Tian tells the first leader, the Buddhist scripture pavilion. And Ning Tian is thinking, I can't tell them about the system. After listening to Ning Tian, the first leader says, the pavilion is indeed the sex. So how long did it take you to master it? And Ning Tian is about to say something but he stops. And first leaders are thinking that it would have taken at least a year to learn this skill. And he gets shocked thinking this. Because it takes at least several years to master it. But Ning Tian is thinking, if I say 1 minute, it would be too much. I'd better say a longer period. Then Ning Tian says to the first leader, a day, 1 day. All in 1 day. And hearing this, all the people inside the palace get shocked. Those people do not believe that anyone can learn that technique in 1 day. And a man is saying, no way, absolutely impossible. And Ning Tian is surprised to see the reaction of all of them, and he thinks, is it such a surprise? I even made it more than 1,000 times longer than it really is. And the leader while going to Ning Tian says to Ning Tian, it is very hard to practice this skill. Ordinary people may not be able to practice it successfully even after a whole lifetime. Even the very talented Empress took 3 days, and you actually. Our sect finally has a disciple who is talented enough to rival the Empress. And a man is saying, just a second ago, he said he could not reach the sky in 1 step, and didn't dare call himself a genius. But he has mastered a very hard skill in 1 day. And the other man says, he is simply a genius among geniuses. And then Ning Tian gets a notification from the system, you have shocked the elders of the heavenly demonic sect, you are rewarded with 1,000 aura cultivation. And seeing that notification Ning Tian is happy and he is thinking, a large amount of aura entered my body. And the first leader hugs Ning Tian while crying. And cryingly says to Ning Tian, these are just minor things, the major one can't be delayed. Then the first leader looks back and says, what are you doing? Then the man understands what the first leader said, and now the marriage begins. And now musical instruments also start playing, and everyone is very happy. And they all praise Ning Tian and Empress, and a man says to Ning Tian, a handsome man and a pretty woman, a match made in heaven. And Ning Tian is thinking after listening to her words, oh, I was trashed just now, but now we're a perfect match? Then now the wedding starts, and Ning Tian is thinking, it seems like no matter which world I am in, respecting the strong is true everywhere. And Luo Wuqing is thinking while looking at Ning Tian, I hope everything will. Just like the demon statue said, if I marry him, I can get the manual. A few months ago, the heavenly demonic sect back mountain forbidden region, evening. Forbidden land. Luo Wuqing is going through a tunnel, and there is a demon statue in front of her, and Luo Wuqing is saying in front of the demon statue, if I marry this loser, you will give me the manual as promised. In half a year, the 5 emperors, 3 lords and 2 emperors will come beside our sect. Only by reaching the god realm can I be strong enough to fight them. If I want to break through, I must first have the path to becoming a god. It is said this can be obtained by practicing the manual. Thousands of years ago, by the sect's canon law, for the leader to obtain the manual, they had to marry someone with the godly physique. Even if he is a loser who can't cultivate, I will still marry him. I won't let the sect collapse. Ning Tian and Luo Wuqing get married now, but people around are still talking about Ning Tian. The Empress is so insightful. That's right. I have been a fool. The more you look at him, the husband becomes more and more distinguished. In a few years, our sect will give birth to another powerful Emperor Realm cultivator. With his talent, he is definitely worthy of the Empress. Then we see Quang Shou, who is thinking something, and he is saying, without further ado, I will report this to the Alliance leader. After this the scene shifts and we see Heavenly Spiritual Realm right out Alliance. And a man is drinking tea, and he's saying, Elders, the demon domain is going on a rampage these days, and the demons are left by that heavenly demonic sect. And 3 people are sitting at this place, and one of them says, about the female demon Luo Wuqing's beheading, how are the plans going? And this old man's name is Emperor Ning Tian. And its cultivation, Immortal Emperor Realm. Its identity, Leader of the Righteous Alliance. And we see 2 elders, and the first elder's name is Elder Xiu of Jianmei. And its cultivation, Celestial Realm. And its identity, Elder of Jianmei. And the name of the second elder is Elder Tianfeng. And its cultivation, Celestial Realm. And its identity, Elder of Heqi. The first elder is saying, everything is ready, we are just waiting for yours order. Elder Xiu of Jianmei cultivation, the female demon won't know what kind of drug is in the gourd, and the second elder says, she suddenly got married to a good-for-nothing handyman, so there is a lot of excitement in them sect today. Then the old man takes out the spiritual item, the psychic gem, and says, I have also heard about this, Quang Shou also just contacted me, let's listen together. And because of the psychic gem, Quang Shou is talking to the old man, and Quang Shou is telling the old man, Leader, something huge happened. And the old man says, you are also a sect master, why are you so panicked? And Quang Shou tells them, Luo Wuqing deceived us all. The person she married is not a piece of trash, but a peerless genius. And as soon as they hear this, both the elders get shocked, and they both say, peerless genius? I know it wouldn't be that simple. And Quang Shou further tells them all, the man's name is Ning Tian, he claims to be an useless handyman. I did what you asked and made Lin Xiaoyao have a duel with that loser. But who would have guessed he was not trash? He even defeated the prince with 1 palm. He learned the palm in 1 day, with 1 word he broke the hearts of everyone. And after knowing about Ning Tian, the first elder says, to achieve that is a legendary miracle, and the second elder says, Leader, this man must be taken seriously. Then the old man breaks the psychic gem, then he says, unexpectedly, that the girl has made a move. We must find out details about Ning Tian. The heavenly demonic sect must be eradicated or we will be in trouble. After this the scene shifts, the Empress' bedroom evening. And Luo Wuqing was taking off her makeup, and Ning Tian was sitting quietly. And Ning Tian was thinking, everyone in the hall reacted to the godly physics, but she didn't at all. And just in front of Ning Tian is his beautiful wife, and Ning Tian is thinking, Ning Tian, wake up. I became her husband out of nowhere. If the system didn't come around, I don't know how miserable that would have been. Who knows how much she will visit me in the future. If I want to gain a foothold in this world, I have to use my power. System. Activate charming physique. While no one else is around, let me try to shock you again. Let's see if it's the same as during the day. Ning Tian goes to Luo Wuqing and calls her, and Luo Wuqing looks at Ning Tian in the mirror, and she says yes. And Ning Tian has turned on the charming physique, and he is speaking to Luo Wuqing. A moment of a single spring night is worth thousands of pieces of gold. Should we do what we need to do? And Luo Wuqing turns her head back and she says to Ning Tian, I know of your special physique. You can do this with some little girls, but you can't handle me. Ning Tian is thinking after listening to Luo Wuqing. As expected of the Empress, her heart has reached an indestructible level. And Luo Wuqing opens her clothes, seeing which Ning Tian gets shocked and starts blushing. And Luo Wuqing turns back, and Ning Tian gets more shocked after seeing the sight in front. And Luo Wuqing starts coming near him, and while passing by him says to him, you want to do it, but don't dare to. And Ning Tian turns back and says to Luo Wuqing, who doesn't dare. And Luo Wuqing shows her power and says, who else is here but you? And after listening to Luo Wuqing's words, Ning Tian gets full enthusiasm and he says, for the sake of my dignity, I will prove myself right now. And then Luo Wuqing uses her power on Ning Tian, due to which Ning Tian stops at that place. And seeing that Luo Wuqing has used aura suppress power on him, Ning Tian asks her, "What did you to do me?" And Luo Wuqing says to Ning Tian while sleeping, "Nothing, I just suppressed you with a little bit of aura. Tonight sleep standing up." And Ning Tian's dreams are shattered after listening to Luo Wuqing's words. And Ning Tian can only say this to Luo Wuqing, "Hey, let me go. We shouldn't compete like this. Let's fight on the bed with real swords and guns." And after this it becomes very late at night. But Ning Tian is still standing and he is thinking, "It seems like she is not planning to let me go today. There's no way, the gap between us is too big. Let's just practice. Sooner or later, I will let you know that the world is big, the earth is big, but your husband is the biggest." And Ning Tian starts doing cultivation while standing, and the system tells Ning Tian, cultivation improvement increased by 3-fold. Next morning Ning Tian comes out of his bedroom. And while taking air, he is saying, "Damn it, Luo Wuqing, that woman is so ruthless, she made me stand the whole night. I cultivated all night and reached 7-star Black Warrior, but it's still only an upgrade of 1 star, I'm not fast enough." And then Ning Tian gets a notification from the system, the host can choose a place with abundant aura to cultivate. And seeing the notification Ning Tian is saying, "Abundant aura? Based on my memories, I know of such a place." After this we are told, primary cultivation ground and all the aura of the heavenly demonic sect is gathered here. There is perfect feng shui. The disciples of the sect can accelerate their cultivation speed there. And many disciples are doing their cultivation at this place. And then we see Ning Tian. He is also increasing his cultivation by sitting at this place. And when all the disciples see Ning Tian, they all get shocked seeing Ning Tian, and are saying about Ning Tian, "Look, look, look, isn't that the Empress husband? That's right, it's him. He's the most popular person in the sect currently. Didn't they always say he's trash? Look how quickly he absorbs aura. He is clearly a cultivation genius, right?" And Ning Tian is thinking while doing cultivation at this place, "I didn't expect the aura of the cultivation ground to be so abundant and pure. It's truly extraordinary." But Ning Tian says sadly, "Still not fast enough." And as soon as Ning Tian says this, all the disciples get shocked after hearing this from Ning Tian, and they are saying, "Not fast enough?" The aura is slowly entering his body. Then Ning Tian says, "Looks like I can only release my 10-fold cultivation power. 10-fold aura absorption is fully activated." And a golden aura is coming out from inside Ning Tian, seeing which all the disciples get very shocked. They feel as if an earthquake is coming. And they are all saying, "He is absorbing the aura of the whole cultivation ground." And Ning Tian is absorbing a lot of aura inside himself. And then Ning Tian gets a new technique, and the system tells Ning Tian, "You shocked a group of disciples, your reward is a black-ranked movement technique, Water Dragon Step." And the system tells Ning Tian, currently cultivating the Water Dragon Step at 10-fold speed. Water Dragon Step successfully cultivated. And a lot of golden aura is emanating from Ning Tian's body. And Ning Tian is thinking, "Water Dragon Step, sounds pretty good. With this movement technique, I will have no problems making my entry and exit. Now I have a lot of aura stored in my body, but without the addition of skills, my strength hasn't improved at all." Then Ning Tian goes to a girl, and asks that girl, "Hello, may I ask where the techniques of the sect are located?" And that girl tells Ning Tian, "Patriarch, they are at the scripture depository. Today is actually the day of opening." Yes, our heavenly demonic sect has a scripture depository, there are some techniques. And Ning Tian thanks that girl. But then he notices something, and asks the girl, "What did you call me? Patriarch?" And Ning Tian is thinking, "I am still a young man in my early 20s, how can I be someone's patriarch?" And the girl tells Ning Tian, according to the sect's rules, the one who marries the empress is named the patriarch. And Ning Tian smilingly says to that girl, "Patriarch sounds too old, I think my older brother is better." And I don't know what the girl feels after hearing this from Ning Tian, that she starts enjoying it. And all the disciples start fainting after listening to Ning Tian, or they don't know what is happening to them. And Ning Tian, while leaving that place, says, I won't disturb your cultivation training anymore, I'll take my leave. But all those disciples are saying, the aura has already been sucked dry by you, how can we train? And after this the scene shifts, heavenly demonic sect inside the scripture depository. And there is a very long line at this place, and Ning Tian asks the man in front of him, do you all want to enter the depository? Such a long queue, will it last until the horse of the month monkey year? The man tells Ning Tian, this depository is full of techniques and skills that successful leaders have searched for all their lives. It's not surprising there would be a queue for 3 days and 3 nights. And as soon as the man looks back, he gets shocked. Because behind that Ning Tian, patriarch, and seeing this, all the girls start going to Ning Tian and start praising him. And she starts calling him very handsome. And a girl says, I want to marry you. And also all the boys are shocked to see Ning Tian. And all those people are saying, he is indeed very charming. Not only did he marry the Empress, but he has also captured the hearts of many of the female disciples. And another man says, damn it, I wish I could have 1/10 of his charisma. And then someone comes to that place and he says, there's a lot of noise in front of the depository. Are there no rules? And this heavenly demonic sect Elder Guyen happens, then the elders release their energy, due to which a pressure starts getting generated. Then the elder comes forward and says, he is known to be old-fashioned and strict. He was sent to the depository because he contradicted the Empress. And Ning Tian says, if he stares at you, you will definitely be left with nothing. And the elder's eyes become red in color, and start glowing. But then the elder bows down in front of Ning Tian, and says to Ning Tian, Guyen greets the patriarch, and Ning Tian is shocked to see the action of the elder, and the man behind him is also shocked, and he is saying, is he possessed by evil spirits? It's the first time I've seen him so respectful. And the other man says, the patriarch is now famous in the sect and his strength is unfathomable. It's normal for an elder Guyen to be impressed by him. Then the elder gives a token to Ning Tian, and tells Ning Tian, is the patriarch going to the depository? This is the key to access all the floors of the depository, the patriarch can view everything. And Ning Tian is looking at that token, and at the same time he is thinking, how can he be a strict one, he's handling things very well. And Ning Tian takes the token, then he says, I just need to hold on to this ancient plate. And the elder tells Ning Tian, yes, forgive me for my insolence, but the higher you go, the higher the level of the skills are. Correspondingly, the requirements for strength are also higher. I wonder which floor the patriarch will go to. Then as soon as the elder looks ahead, he sees that Ning Tian has disappeared from that place. And Ning Tian is moving very fast, and he says, of course, I want to go too. Then Ning Tian comes directly to the 5th floor. And seeing Ning Tian going to the 5th floor, people start talking, the 5th. I think in terms of strength, the 3rd is the patriarch's limit. Even the most outstanding disciples can only go to the 4th. Except for the Empress, the Great Elder and the Supreme Elder, no one else has been to the 5th floor, right? And the elders are thinking, he's worthy of being the patriarch who broke many Tao hearts with one word, he is indeed unfathomable. And Ning Tian opens the door, and while going ahead he is thinking, there is a mountain of aura in my body right now, so naturally I have to choose the best techniques. Black rank technique, star absorbing skill. Elementary earth rank techniques, thunderbolt technique, electricity mastery, spiritual vein opening, intermediate earth rank techniques, heavenly spirit skill, auxiliary aura absorption speed, appropriate skills for the opening of meridians that allow aura to flow. The more spiritual veins there are, the faster the aura flows, and so the strength increases. There's a mountain of aura in my body right now. Naturally, I have to choose the best technique. But these can only open up a dozen spiritual veins at most, it's far from enough. And then Ning Tian sees a technique, and Ning Tian takes that technique, and he is thinking, advanced earth rank technique, Demon King's technique? Then Ning Tian takes out that technique, and he uses his 10-fold comprehension power. And the system says to Ning Tian, 10-fold comprehension of the Demon King's technique. The host is comprehending the Demon King's technique, elementary level reached. The host is comprehending the Demon King's technique, level increased. The host is comprehending the Demon King's technique, pinnacle level reach, and that technique has gone inside Ning Tian. And also a notification comes to Ning Tian through the system. The host has fully comprehended the Demon King's technique, and a lot of aura is emanating from inside Ning Tian. Then a light starts shining on Ning Tian's forehead, and a very strong aura emanates from inside Ning Tian, which all the people outside can also feel. And those people are saying, the patriarch has found an amazing technique. And the other man says, I wonder how much he can take on at once. And because of that token, the elder is talking to Ning Tian, and the elder is speaking to Ning Tian. Through the rules in the depository, the ancient plate allows the ones inside to communicate with the outside world. Patriarch, there was a sudden occurrence. I was worried if you encountered a problem. And Ning Tian tells the elder, there's indeed a problem. Too few spiritual veins opened. And the elder says, Patriarch, don't be too depressed. Usually, if you open more than 10, it's good. And a dangerous aura is coming out from inside Ning Tian, and he is saying, there's still more than half of the aura left. But only 100 of them opened. And when the elder hears this, he is shocked and he says, the limit of the Demon King's technique is 100 veins. Only a heavenly being can achieve this. And in only 30 minutes, this comprehension skill is so incredible. And due to the elder being shocked, Ning Tian gets a new technique, and the system tells Ning Tian, you shocked Elder Gu Yen, your reward is a God rank technique. God's Record. Obtaining the God's Record lets you unlock the godly physique. And that technique comes in front of Ning Tian, and Ning Tian is shocked to see that technique, godly physique. This part starts and Ning Tian is looking at God's Record skill and thinking about, this world's martial arts are divided into 5 categories from high to low: God, heaven, earth, black, yellow. The God's Record is the strongest God-ranked skill. System, cultivate the God's Record. Then Ning Tian starts cultivating God's Record skills. And then Ning Tian feels something, and he says, what's happening? Why isn't my absorption of aura continuing? And suddenly Ning Tian is feeling a lot of pain. He is not able to breathe properly. And he is speaking, unexpectedly. Cultivating a God-ranked skill would dissolve all of my previously developed spiritual veins. It's just like breaking my bones and rebuilding them again. Then the system tells Ning Tian, the host has comprehended 30% of the God's Record. You have reached a minor success. Activation of godly physique, activated. Spiritual veins are about to be opened for the host. And a lot of spiritual energy is coming out, and Ning Tian is thinking, even though I have tenfold comprehension, I can still only get to 30%. I want to see this God-ranked skill. How many spiritual veins can open it? And many people wonder, what is happening? And a girl asks the elder, what's that? But even the elder is not knowing properly, and he says, a spiritual sea? When cultivating, the aura will gather in the dantian like a stream. The more aura is there, the more benefit if it is to one's cultivation. But only when the amount of aura is huge, will a sea be formed. Does the Patriarch Actali have such a high cultivation talent? And seeing this, everyone is very surprised, and they are saying, look, the Patriarch and his spiritual sea have soared into the skies. Is the Patriarch trying to absorb all of the aura of the heavenly demonic sect? And the elder is also very surprised, and he says, at such a young age, he already possesses 50 much aura. It's truly enviable. Then an elder senses that energy. And he is coming fast towards Ning Tian, and that elder is saying, so bold. Who is coveting the aura of my sect? And when they see the elder coming, they are very surprised. And they say, it's the Supreme Elder. Wasn't he in seclusion? The Supreme Elder must have had a successful breakthrough, and reached the immortal Emperor realm. And this elder is the Supreme Elder of the heavenly demonic sect. And the elder also gets surprised after seeing the Supreme Elder. But the Elder Supreme says to the elder, congratulations to the Supreme Elder for breaking through the immortal Emperor realm in one fell swoop. Now that you and the Empress are both powerful immortal Emperor realm cultivators, who would dare to bully our sect? But the Supreme Elder gets angry after listening to the elder's words, and the Supreme Elder shouts, breakthrough, my ass. It was so hard to reach that stage, and suddenly all the aura is being absorbed. How can one break through like this? Then the Supreme Elder asks, who on earth caused this mess? So the Elder says, Supreme Elder, you have been in seclusion for a year and don't know about it. The source of this strange phenomenon is the Empress' husband, the Patriarch. And hearing this, the Supreme Elder is surprised, and he says, that girl Luo Wuqing got marred? Who is her husband? The Divine, the Palace's Emperor, or the Holy Mist Lord? Then the Elder tells, it's not one of them, but a disciple of our sect. And hearing this, the Supreme Elder is surprised, then he says, what? How can disciple be worthy of her? Being married to an ordinary disciple is not as good as being married to an emperor-round cultivator. This is not good for building connections for the sect. He is certainly worthy. And the elders become very angry. And he releases his pressure, due to which many people bend at the knees. But suddenly Luo Wuqing comes to this place, and seeing Luo Wuqing, the Supreme Elder says to her, you ruthless girl, the Righteous Alliance is eyeing our sect and may besiege us at any time. If you wish to get married, you should have chosen a strong husband. How can you afford to marry such a brat? Then Luo Wuqing says, Supreme Elder, please pay attention to what you say. I'm already the Empress. You don't need to worry about my personal affairs. Hearing Luo Wuqing's words, the Supreme Elder gets a little nervous and says, yes, Empress. And after listening to these two, a disciple asks the Elder, I didn't expect that the Empress would show no mercy to the Supreme Elder for the sake of the Patriarch. But the Elder asks the disciple to remain silent. Then suddenly thunder starts falling on Ning Tian, seeing which everyone gets surprised. And they say, it's the holy light thunder tribulation. Wasn't the Patriarch just cultivating a new skill? How did it turn into a tribulation? And a lot of thunder is happening above Ning Tian, seeing which the Supreme Elder says, that's not a thunder tribulation. The thunder dragon is forming and passing through the spiritual sea. He is using it to open up his spiritual veins. And the Elder gets surprised, then he says, how is that even possible? I have never heard of anyone using the tribulation to open up their spiritual veins. And the Supreme Elder says to Luo Wuqing, ruthless girl, is your husband really just an ordinary disciple? With such talent, it is very possible for him to reach the Emperor realm one day. And the Elder is thinking, Supreme Elder, that's not what you said just now. And Luo Wuqing is smiling, and she is thinking, is it because of the godly physique that he used this calamity to open up his spiritual veins? If that is so, the road to becoming a god is just around the corner. And then a very dangerous thunder dragon attack is about to happen on Ning Tian. But then Luo Wuqing comes to save Ning Tian, seeing which people say, what's worse is that if the aura is not enough and the thunder dragon directly enters his body, he will explode and die. And Luo Wuqing is going to annihilate Ning Tian. And she is saying, you watch from here, don't come too close, I'll go and protect him. And Luo Wuqing uses her power to save Ning Tian. And she reaches out to Ning Tian, and Ning Tian is thinking, I didn't expect that transforming the thunder dragon into spiritual veins would require so much aura. But then Luo Wuqing gets surprised, and she thinks, to think he would actually forcibly absorb my aura? And a shield is formed between them, seeing which everyone is surprised. And those people are saying, the Empress is protecting him. That's the first time it has happened. Expect the ancestors? Who else can enjoy such treatment? And Luo Wuqing is thinking, so you want to drain me of my aura? You have a big appetite. I want to see how much you can absorb. And Luo Wuqing is releasing her energy. And Ning Tian is absorbing a lot of aura. Seeing which Luo Wuqing is saying, the thunder tribulation spiritual veins momentum is indeed out of the ordinary. But then a lot of energy comes out from inside Ning Tian, due to which Luo Wuqing's clothes get torn. But then Ning Tian reaches him, and catches him, because of which Luo Wuqing's boobs are not visible. And Ning Tian says thank you to Luo Wuqing, and says to her, thank you, my wife. Taking off your clothes to protect me. And Luo Wuqing is a little surprised to see Ning Tian's strange face. But she says to Ning Tian, will you not seen enough? Before I do something, let me go. And Ning Tian is thinking, I didn't expect her to protect me. It seems like she really doesn't want me to die. After this the sky clears. And the elder is asking the Supreme Elder, how many spiritual veins did you get at your first opening? So the elder tells, I was considered a genius back then, with a total of 80. This kid is extremely talented. He should be able to open up 40 to 50 of them. Then elder asks Ning Tian, patriarch, how many spiritual veins did you open up? So Ning Tian says, let me check. And Ning Tian starts checking, then he says, there is obviously still more than half of the aura left. Only 199 were opened. And hearing this the Supreme Elder and the elders become very shocked. This part begins and we see Dongshin Kingdom, Imperial Court. At the same time we see two people, and one of them happens to be Dongshin Kingdom Emperor, Lin Bai. And the second one is physician, Tian Lao. And Tian Lao is telling Lin Bai, reporting to the Lord, the place where the tribulation occurred was the heavenly demonic sect. And Lin Bai says, it's that heavenly demonic sect again. After my son came back from that sect, he lost his spirit and suffered from worries incurable by medicine. He became like a cripple. Tian Lao, contact the Righteous Alliance this instance to discuss the matter of destroying the heavenly demonic sect. But Tian Lao says, but Emperor, the Empress is there. And Lin Bai gets very angry, and he says, what of it? The heavenly demonic sect is located in our Dongshin Kingdom, and now they are becoming more and more powerful. I have always worried that they would replace the imperial family sooner or later. If they aren't eliminated now, then when? And after this the scene shifts, and we see the same three elders. Who is watching the thunder tribulation? And the old man is saying, there was such a big thunder tribulation. Could it be that the Empress broke through to the God realm? Then the first elder says, the God realm? Not yet. If she had broken through, wouldn't that mean we are going to die if we go to suppress the heavenly demonic sect in 6 months? And the old man says, right, Lu Qingying has no way of becoming a god. How can she break through the God realm? Have you forgotten about the battle of the gods thrown hundreds of years ago? So many Emperor Realm experts exhausted their lives trying to become a god, but in the end, they failed down the road of becoming a god and died full of grievance. Then the second elder says, the thunder tribulation was so loud this time, it must have alarmed the whole domain. And hearing this, first the elder is surprised, then he says, what could be the source? Then the old man says, whatever it is doesn't matter, it must have something to do with Luo Qingqing. Now the threat of the Empress is getting even bigger. The heavenly demonic sect must be dealt with as soon as possible. After this the scene shifts and we see Ning Tian and Luo Wuqing, which have now come out. And looking at them the Supreme Elder is thinking, I didn't expect our sect to have such a person. This boy will turn into a sharp weapon in the future, even reaching the God realm. And then Luo Wuqing extends her hand towards Ning Tian. And she tears Ning Tian's clothes with her hands, seeing which Ning Tian gets very surprised. And all the people present at that place are also very surprised. Then Luo Wuqing places her hand on Ning Tian's chest, and Ning Tian coughs and says, cough cough. Honey, isn't that a little inappropriate? So many disciples and elders are watching. And everyone is closing their eyes seeing the actions of Luo Wuqing and Ning Tian. But then Luo Wuqing uses her power, and uses some kind of power on Ning Tian's chest, due to which thunder starts emanating from Ning Tian's body. And Ning Tian feels a lot of pain, he screams loudly. Then he sits on the ground, then says to Luo Wuqing, dear wife you are. Then Luo Wuqing tells Ning Tian, there was still hidden damage left from the thunder tribulation in your body, I helped you with that. And Ning Tian gets surprised after listening to Luo Wuqing and he says, hidden damage? It turns out my wife was worried about me and wanted to help me heal. I'm so touched, I will definitely, wife? But then Luo Wuqing throws Ning Tian in the air with the help of her power, and she says, you talk too much. Then the elder nervously asks Luo Wuqing, Empress, will the patriarch be okay? So Luo Wuqing says, I didn't even use 10% of my strength, he won't die. Then Luo Wuqing stares at all of them and says, no one is allowed to speak of today's events. The ones who spread rumors will be mercilessly killed. Got it? And Luo Wuqing releases her power, realizing that everyone gets scared. and he says, replying to the Empress, we understand. There we see Ning Tian, which is still in the sky and is falling downwards. And he is screaming very loudly, then he falls into the water. Then he comes out of the water, and as soon as he comes out, we see some girls taking bath at that place. And seeing Ning Tian at that place, they all get very worried, wondering who he is. Then Ning Tian is saying, Luo Qingqing, after all, I'm still your husband, you actually threw me so far away. And after hearing Ning Tian's voice, a girl recognizes Ning Tian and calls him patriarch. And this is the same girl whom Ning Tian has met earlier. Then there are many girls also at that place. And one of the girls is saying, Patriarch, why did you come to the hot springs? And Ning Tian is thinking about looking at all those beautiful girls. It's over. My reputation as an upright and proper patriarch will be ruined. And Ning Tian tells those girls, no, that's an accident. Please listen to my explanation. I'm not such a person. Then a girl says, so it turns out the patriarch is a peeping Tom. And Ning Tian gets a little confused after hearing this. Then the girl further says, if the patriarch really wants to see it, we will show you slowly. No need to peep. And this girl is giving an open invitation to Ning Tian. And also all the girls present at this place are saying, Patriarch, let me lose your muscles. And all the girls start moving towards Ning Tian, and Ning Tian gets scared seeing all those beautiful girls coming towards him. And he jumps upwards to avoid the girls, and starts running away from this place. And seeing Ning Tian doing this, the eyes of those girls become moist. And those girls are saying, why did the patriarch leave so fast? Yes, it would have been wonderful to soak into the hot springs with the patriarch. And Ning Tian is running very fast, and he is saying, damn Luo Qingqing, I was almost deemed a perverted peep because of you. And that godly physique, it makes it even more dangerous. And Ning Tian is thinking about those beautiful girls, and at the same time this part starts, and Ning Tian is looking at the heavenly demon and thinking, it's been at least several thousand years since the creation of the sect, and he is still alive? And the heavenly demon is laughing and saying, thousands of years have passed. Finally, someone with the godly physique was sent here. Someone with the godly physics is finally here. And Luo Wuqing is saying to the heavenly demon, what to do? You mean by this? Where is the manual and the way to become a god that you promised me? So the heavenly demon tells, haha, little girl, you're too naive. Do you really think that by practicing with the manual, you will be able to find the way to become a god? That's just a rumor that I made up. Thanks to yours foolishness, I was able to find someone with a godly physique, which saved me a lot of effort. And after listening to the words of heavenly demon, Ning Tian is thinking, so it turned out that she married me just for my godly physique, to get what? The way to become a god? And Luo Wuqing says to the heavenly demon, the ancestral teaching which has been passed down from generation to generation in the sect were actually fabricated by you, so, is the purpose helping you regain your body and return to the living? So the heavenly demon says that's correct. The previous leaders were all useless, none of them could find them godly physics. But luckily for me, you silly girl did. And hearing this Luo Wuqing gets very angry, and she releases her power, and she says, you wish to die. Then she attacks the heavenly demon with the heavenly demonic palm, and Luo Wuqing's attack releases a lot of energy, seeing which Ning Tian is thinking, this is the strength of an emperor. The power of her palm is much stronger than the one I could produce. But Luo Wuqing's attack does not make any difference to the heavenly demon, rather he says, little girl, even if you're a strong immortal emperor realm cultivator, you can't do a thing to me, yours ancestors. But I am currently, just in a spiritual state, so I won't be stupid enough to confront you head-on. My target is, him. And the heavenly demon starts going to Ning Tian, and seeing her coming towards him, Ning Tian says, oh, he wants to take over my body? And Ning Tian is smiling, and the heavenly demon has come very close to Ning Tian. And Ning Tian is telling him, come at me. And Luo Wuqing heavenly moves forward to stop the demon. But now it is too late. Heavenly demon has entered inside Ning Tian's body. And Luo Wuqing is about to attack the heavenly demon, and she is saying, get away. But now the heavenly demon has entered inside Ning Tian's body, and he is saying, "There's no way I'm getting out after entering." And now we see inside Ning Tian's body. And the heavenly demon is saying, "It's rumored that the godly physique is the best of the cultivation physiques. The ancient holy physique, the heavenly palace physique, they are all beneath it." What is that? Spiritual C. He actually has a spiritual C in his Dantian. So unexpected, he seems to have an amazing cultivation talent. It seems like I'm rather fortunate. Where does this thunder come from in his spiritual C? A thunder dragon's spiritual vein? I've never seen a cultivator with spiritual veins that turn into a thunder dragon. Since ancient times, thunder and lightning have been the nemesis of the spirit. The slightest carelessness can lead the spirit to fly away. No, I can't stay in this body. And the heavenly demon tries to escape from Ning Tian's body. But then Ning Tian says to the heavenly demon, "Old man, now that you're inside, it's not so easy to get out." And seeing the power of Ning Tian, the heavenly demon gets very shocked, and he thinks, "This kid actually bested me like this. He must have known that my spiritual state is afraid of thunder and lightning the most. With a thunder dragon's spiritual vein, it is impossible to be taken by force, so he let me in on purpose." So vicious, what? A remarkable method. And then Ning Tian gets a notification from the system. And in that notification it is written, "You have shocked the heavenly demon. Reward, spirit destruction skill. Destroy the spirit, convert the spirit's power into your own, and get stronger." And Ning Tian becomes happy after seeing the notification, and he is thinking, "Spirit destruction skill? That's interesting." Then Ning Tian starts reducing his size, and comes to the heavenly demon and says, "Heavenly demon, you're not so arrogant now?" And after listening to Ning Tian, the heavenly demon gets angry and says, "You brat, even if I'm just a spirit right now, I'm still in the immortal emperor realm. How can I be captured like this?" And the heavenly demon attacks Ning Tian with the heavenly demonic palm. But Ning Tian is watching the attack of the heavenly demon with a smile, and Ning Tian sends the thunder dragon to attack with just one gesture. And the thunder dragon destroys the attack of the heavenly demon. Seeing which the heavenly demon says, "Impossible?" But Ning Tian has made it possible. And Ning Tian now sends a thunder dragon to attack the heavenly demon. And a lot of energy is coming out from the thunder dragon. And Ning Tian has used spirit destruction skill, heavenly demonic 13 forms on the heavenly demon. And the heavenly demon forms a seal to stop Ning Tian's attack. And he is saying, "Damn it, my spirit is completely suppressed by the thunder, I can't even exert half of my power." And Ning Tian is saying to the heavenly demon, "Heavenly demon, stop struggling and just turning into power for my godly physique." And hearing this the heavenly demon shouts and says to Ning Tian, "You brat, I will kill you." And Ning Tian says, "Devour him." And the thunder dragon would have broken the heavenly demon's shield. And the thunder dragon attacks the heavenly demon, and the thunder dragon is about to devour him. And the heavenly demon is saying, "No, I don't want to." And the heavenly demon screams very loudly. And with this the game of heavenly demon ends. It becomes a resting peace. On the other hand, we see Luo Wuqing, which is very sad, and she is saying, "The manual to become a god. It was all a rumor, all of it was just a scam. What about him? He touched my body, I can't let him live, forget it. I was the one being deceived, I can't let him be taken by the heavenly demon in front of my own eyes." And Luo Wuqing is about to attack Ning Tian. But then the seal imposed by the heavenly demon is broken, and seeing this Luo Wuqing gets very shocked. Then Ning Tian calls Luo Wuqing his wife. And Luo Wuqing gets shocked after hearing this. Then she says, "You weren't possessed? After all, the ancestor is a strong cultivator in the immortal emperor realm. You are just a black warrior realm, and you absorbed all the power of the heavenly demon spirit?" And Ning Tian also gets shocked after seeing Luo Wuqing's action. But he smilingly says to Luo Wuqing, "Hee, with so much spiritual power, I'll get a lot of aura, right?" And then Ning Tian gets another notification from the system. And it is written in it, The host has crossed the realm boundary after forcibly absorbing the spiritual power of a strong cultivator in the immortal Emperor realm. Because of the difficulty of the absorption, self-destruction is about to happen. And then Ning Tian's eyes shine very brightly. And Ning Tian is feeling a lot of pain. And he is saying, "Ugh! It's too hot. My spiritual sea is boiling like lava. Too hot. I will explode." And seeing Ning Tian's condition, Luo Wuqing kisses Ning Tian directly, due to which Ning Tian gets very shocked. And Luo Wuqing is still kissing Ning Tian. And both of them are enjoying orgasm. Then Luo Wuqing says to Ning Tian, "If you don't wish to explode, stay quiet." And Ning Tian is enjoying and thinking, she is helping I suppress the violent spiritual power in my body? And Ning Tian has held Luo Wuqing's waist. After this, an hour later. Then Luo Wuqing said, "It's all done now." And Luo Wuqing pushes Ning Tian away from her. And Ning Tian is smiling, and he is thinking, although the process was exciting, it was a bit abrupt. Then Luo Wuqing takes out something and says to Ning Tian, "This is for you." And Ning Tian gets surprised to see that thing and he asks Luo Wuqing, "What's this?" So Luo Wuqing tells Ning Tian, "This is the spirit pearl formed with the energy of the spirit. It contains the aura of the heavenly demon. You can use this as a daily absorption cultivation tool. Remember, your cultivation must be gradual and causes 2 ma at one go. I won't be there to save you every time you're in danger." And Ning Tian takes the spirit pearl. And he becomes happy. Then he says to Luo Wuqing, "Okay, thank you." Ning Tian further says, "Wife, now that we have destroyed the heavenly demon, doesn't that count as deceiving our ancestors?" And as Ning Tian says, Luo Wuqing starts destroying this place. And she says, "This guy has been deceiving generations of heavenly demonic sex leaders for his own selfish gains. A person who is not worthy of being a member of the heavenly demonic sect, it can't be said that we deceived anyone." And within some time, Luo Wuqing destroys this place, seeing which Ning Tian gets shocked. Then Luo Wuqing is thinking, "But I did not expect the manual to actually be a fabricated lie. Without guidance on how to become a god, there is no way for me to break through. If the Righteous Alliance attacks, what will we do? Well, there's nothing we can do about it. If their people come, we will block them with all our might. Even if the heavenly demonic sect is destroyed, I will still make them culprits suffer in the future." Then Ning Tian's body starts glowing, seeing which Ning Tian gets shocked. And he says to Luo Wuqing, "Wife, I am breaking through?" And Luo Wuqing also gets shocked, and she is thinking, it's really godly physics. Within a few days he had several breakthroughs in success. Such speed is truly a rare sight. Then Ning Tian sits down to do cultivation. And Luo Wuqing is saying while leaving, "Then I will leave you to cultivate in peace." After this, Ning Tian gets a notification from the system, and the system says, "Congratulations to the host for breaking through the 8-star Black Warrior realm. Congratulations to the host for breaking through to the 9-star Black Warrior realm. Host has undergone a breakthrough. Congratulations to the host for breaking through once again, 1-star spiritual realm." And Ning Tian is saying, after entering the spiritual realm, the difficulty of cultivation greatly increases. At that time, the aura needed will also increase. No matter what happens in the future, I have to stabilize my foundation first. After this the scene shifts and we see Shadow Demonic Sect. And a man is saying to the sect leader, "In Sanshur is here." And the sect leader becomes happy after hearing this. Then he turns back and says, "Sanshur, you broke through again?" And Sanshur is saying, "Yes, this disciple has already received the peak of the spiritual realm. I'm just 1 step away from entering the Earth King realm." Then the sect leader says, "You are only 20 years old, but you can already be compared to those elders who are around 50 years old. With yours potential, our sect has found its successor. It's a shame that our sect is being suppressed by that heavenly demonic sect. We will never be able to get ahead like this. Since ancient times, the demons have respected the strong." Then Sanshur says, "The heavenly demonic sect has their powerful empress who has been their leader for hundreds of years." And the sect leader is saying, The heavenly demonic sect follows the demonic path, and they also cultivate demonic arts. But how can a woman with a kind heart and a soft hand lead the people of the demonic path? The leader of the demonic path should be our shadow demonic sect. Sanshur, in 3 days, the heavenly demonic sect will be holding a Tao conference, and you will be there as a representative of our sect. You must remember, your presence there is to elevate our sect's reputation. And Sanshur says to the sect leader, "What do you mean, sect leader?" Then the sect leader says, "Everyone in the demonic path has been unsatisfied with the Empress for a long time now. In addition, not long ago, dark clouds covered the sun and a thunder tribulation occurred. Many people were left restless, so they will send their geniuses there." And Sanshur says, "So, we must trample the disciples of the heavenly demonic sect under our feet in front of everyone. Then the Empress will suffer a great loss." And the sect leader is saying, "Exactly, let's see how she can hold on to her position as the leader of the demonic path when that happens." On the other hand, Ning Tian has made a breakthrough. And he is saying, "I was lucky this time, the heavenly demon was just in a spiritual state, and he happened to be restrained by the thunder and lightning, otherwise I might have been killed by him. According to what I've heard, the various forces are constantly fighting. We will definitely encounter dangerous situations in the future." She was right, there won't be someone to help me every time there is danger. Then Ning Tian gets a notification by the system, and the system says, "Host, the night of the full moon is full of aura, it's a good time to cultivate." And Ning Tian is saying, "I have to work hard and increase my strength as soon as possible." And Ning Tian sits down to do cultivation again. And as soon as some people see Ning Tian doing cultivation, they all get very shocked. And those people are saying, "Huh? It's so late, and there are still people cultivating on the Moonlight Cliff?" And a man notices something, then he says, "Looks like the patriarch?" And a girl is saying, "It really is him. On a full moon night, he is cultivating here instead of enjoying the night with his Empress, he is so hard-working." And the other girl says, "Men who work hard are so handsome." And seeing Ning Tian doing cultivation, all the men get very dangerous motivation, and those people are saying, "Our patriarch is working so hard. How can we fall behind? Yes, we should all cultivate too." Just then Ning Tian gets a notification from the system, and the system tells Ning Tian, "You shocked all the disciples and motivated them to cultivate. Reward, 10-fold moonlight aura absorption speed." And Ning Tian gets surprised after seeing the system notification, and he is thinking, "What are they were shocked about it? Whatever, let's cultivate in peace. Start 10-fold moonlight aura absorption." And Ning Tian gets another notification by the system, and the system says, 10-fold moonlight aura absorption speed, begin." And Ning Tian is absorbing a lot of spiritual energy. And seeing this, everyone becomes even more shocked. And they all are saying, "Heavens, look! Even the moonlight is going towards the patriarch." And a girl says, "The patriarch is truly divine." Just then the great elder arrives at that place. And looking at those people they say, "What are you all doing gathered together in the middle of night?" The girls are surprised to see the great elder. But a girl says to the great elder, "Great elder, please keep your voice down, we don't want to disturb the patriarch's cultivation." And the great elder gets shocked after hearing this. And when he looks ahead, he gets even more shocked. And he is saying, "Are my eyes seeing right? The patriarch is actually cultivating? And these brats too?" And we see that many people have sat at that place to cultivate. And Ning Tian is cultivating while sitting on top of the peak. And a man tells the great elder to shut up. Then Ning Tian is absorbing the pearl given by Luo Wuqing, and a lot of energy is being released from that pearl and Ning Tian is absorbing it. Then the system gives a notification to Ning Tian, and it says, "The host has broken through. Congratulations to the host for breaking through again, and reaching the 2-star spiritual realm." And Ning Tian is saying, "Not bad. If I continue like this, I should be able to reach the Earth King realm within 2 months. Then the great elder, looking at Ning Tian's cultivation, says, "It took me 2 years to break through from the spiritual realm to the Earth King realm, and he's planning to reach it in 2 months, even saying this as if it's as easy as drinking water. This is abnormal. Brad is really Then a disciple says in shock, "Everyone, look! What is that on the patriarch?" And we see that Ning Tian has created a huge spiritual body of his own. And Ning Tian gets a reward from the system, and the system says, "You shocked all the disciples and the great elder. Reward, faith cultivation. Or faith or a cultivation." And then this video ends. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel. If you want to see its next part, you will have to wait, because its new chapter has not come yet. And as soon as its new chapter comes, I will upload the video. So see you in another video. Till then, bye.